So, regarding protests and movements all around the world, people go and always say, how are you going to arrest the whole world? They can, and they will. You know what I mean? You can't go about it that way. You got to build unity in your movement and your people to where economically their businesses will suffer. You know what I mean? Because they will arrest you all. They have the power to do it because ain't 20,000 people need to get arrested. Only 1,000. And that 8 grand of those people, we gone. You know what I mean? Over time, bro. But if you start teaching, like exercising your power within the money, within the dollar, within their own system, you manipulate it. You know what I mean? To make it benefit to the people. For example, there's a company named XYZ that sells food in your neighborhood, you know? And what they're doing is selling toxic food, this and that. You provide an alternative, the people. And guess what? If only like visitors are coming and not really the local people that live in the neighborhood, you know, it won't thrive as well, especially in a village environment of like Guam, Guahan, small islands, Oahu, Hawaii, things like that. You know what I mean? Exercising your dollar is more powerful than the vote. The reason why I say this is because people rig the votes, but they can't make someone pay for something. You know, how are they gonna fake that? Some dude walking in XYZ store and fake the whole situation. It has to be a real person, a real choice, to do this thing. So what we need to do is strengthen the people and awareness of their cooperation, that they're actually uh, allowing that society to thrive that is oppressing you. You know, uh, what you eat, where you buy, where you shop, how you dress. You know, how you go from I want to be independent along this movement, and then you got peer pressure from your friends just to fit along, and now you're what's it called? You're a hypocrite to actually what you're trying to do. It's hard for everyone to have that discipline. Like, let's not enjoy these foreign features, you know what I mean, because, of your emotional state. You have to be a strong person to create these movements to make them succeed, or else they're going to literally arrest 1,500 people and that's it. They got room for 1,500 people, you know what I mean? They don't got room for 1,000,000 people. And this is what I'm talking about. And how are they going to arrest you if you're not out there doing anything illegal? You know, you out there not investing into their infrastructure. And that is the key. That is more powerful than voting for anybody because they rigging the votes. You know? I'm saying you see so many countless examples. They have a system within the system to make it actually be foolproof. But I found a way to use their dollar against them. And it's not me finding a way, man. This is automatic, just, skimming the surface. It's just some, rational thinking, critical thinking. You know, this is not no rocket science. But the rocket science that's involved in this is actually encouraging the people to move in that direction. So if no one, if so, for example, in a village of 100,000 people, say XYZ gets $30,000, a month, you know what I mean, from these people. If those people do not invest in that and hold their discipline up for whatever features and benefits they receive from those goods and go with local things or even just eliminate that from their actual life, that business and that foreign oppressive ideology will leave and shake that village. Without you protesting, without you making no movement, man. Bad boys move in silence. I'm saying that's one thing that Puff Daddy did that was right. But all that Grammy stuff, winning the Grammys for sampling, get out of here, man. You don't get no Grammy for sampling, homeboy. So you don't get out of here. You know better than that. The Grammys know better than that. But that was all phony, though. You know. But and he didn't make that up anyway. That was a quote from the old school mafia, mob times, and other, you know, societies that are involved in taking care of their people. You know, so a great thing to remember: exercise the power of money. Use their system to build up your liberation by choosing not to indulge, not to finance, not to, invest, encourage, and stimulate their oppressive means. Because that was exactly what everyone's doing, and it's still a possible way to do it. You know what I mean? There's still a way until they get rid of all the jungles and all the forests, and you just literally walk through a concrete area. There'll be still ways to be able to do it. But you know what? There's raw materials out there, and there's still alternatives. You know what I mean? Look what's happening in the world. They're trying to get rid of that, man. They're trying to make you guys all lock yourselves all up in a tiny little cubicle and be a slave to their system and lose exactly who you are. So that's what you got to do with your movements, all movements of the world. You know what I mean? I'm not talking about just one. I mean, you got to think in this manner because this is way more powerful. It makes an impact directly to them. You know, how are they going to finance themselves and oppressive ideas without your cooperation and money? Maybe later they'll print out their own credits and this be all bogus. Without anyone investing in their company, it's gonna be all bogus where they still leave the situation. Then now we don't even now you get out of that whole monetary situation. You use money to benefit your life, not enslave you, you know. So think, TAOTAOMONA salute. Laddie Stone for life. Taga House. Remember the 6 pillars of life.